Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we tell you about First Crusade. The First Crusade, 1096 to 1099, was the first of a series of religious wars, or crusades, initiated, supported and at times directed by the Latin Church in the medieval period. The objective was the recovery of the Holy Land from Islamic rule. While Jerusalem had been under Muslim rule for hundreds of years, by the 11th century the Seljuk takeover of the region threatened local Christian populations, pilgrimages from the west, and the Byzantine Empire itself. The earliest initiative for the First Crusade began in 1095 when Byzantine Emperor Alexios I Komnenos requested military support from the Council of Piacenza in the empire's conflict with the Seljuk-led Turks. This was followed later in the year by the Council of Clermont, during which Pope Urban II supported the Byzantine request for military assistance and also urged faithful Christians to undertake an armed pilgrimage to Jerusalem. This call was met with an enthusiastic popular response across all social classes in Western Europe. Mobs of predominantly poor Christians numbering in the thousands, led by Peter the Hermit, a French priest, were the first to respond. What has become known as the People's Crusade passed through Germany and indulged in wide-ranging anti-Jewish activities, including the Rhineland massacres. On leaving Byzantine-controlled territory in Anatolia, they were annihilated in a Turkish ambush led by the Seljuk Kili Arslan at the Battle of Sivito in October 1096. In what has become known as the Prince's Crusade, members of the high nobility and their followers embarked in late summer 1096 and arrived at Constantinople between November and April the following year. This was a large feudal host led by notable Western European princes, southern French forces under Raymond IV of Toulouse and Adhemar of Le Puy, men from Upper and Lower Lorraine led by Godfrey of Bouillon and his brother Baldwin of Boulogne, Italo-Norman forces led by Bohemond of Taranto and his nephew Tancred, as well as various contingents consisting of northern French and Flemish forces under Robert Curthose, Robert II of Normandy, Stephen of Blois, Hugh of Vermandois, and Robert II of Flanders. In total and including non-combatants, the forces are estimated to have numbered as many as 100,000. The Crusader forces gradually arrived in Anatolia, with Kili Arslan absent. A Frankish attack and Byzantine naval assault during the siege of Nicaea in June 1097 resulted in an initial Crusader victory. In July, the Crusaders won the Battle of Dorylaeum, fighting Turkish lightly armored mounted archers. After a difficult march through Anatolia, the Crusaders began the siege of Antioch, capturing the city in June 1098. Jerusalem was reached in June 1099 and the siege of Jerusalem resulted in the city being taken by assault from the 7th of June to the 15th of July 1099, during which its defenders were ruthlessly massacred. A Fatimid counter-attack was repulsed later that year at the Battle of Ascalon, ending the First Crusade. Afterwards the majority of the Crusaders returned home. 4 Crusader states were established in the Holy Land: the Kingdom of Jerusalem under Godfrey of Bouillon, but not using the title king, the County of Edessa, the Principality of Antioch, and the County of Tripoli. The Crusader presence remained in the region in some form until the loss of the last major Crusader stronghold in the Siege of Acre in 1291. After this loss of all Crusader territory in the Levant, there were no further substantive attempts to recover the Holy Land.